Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman, and we'll be getting started in a couple minutes. Today's going to be a very interesting topic, and I'm going to give you guys some exercises to really just get going and start changing your mindset. How you doing, guys? Let me just see who I got here with me. Let's see here. All right. Hey, Gabriella, how you doing? Welcome. Hello, Betsy. Cool, cool, cool. I usually don't do a live this early, but I wanted just to get one out of the way because we got so much work to do as far as creating the slides for the webinar and everything else like that. Email marketing is already completed, so I am really happy about that. Gabrielle says, "I'm alive." That's good. It's good to be alive. I think people take that for granted in life. When they're alive, they take it for granted. So let me until something happens, right? And they realize. Um, so here's the problem, guys. I really want to start getting more videos going about mindset and everything because that's my strong suit. That's what I like to talk about because of the struggles that I've been through in the past, all the shit I've been through in the past, all the crap, all the the failures, and and I just got to quit my job recently and be 100% free, which is really really awesome. And I made a video on that, and I've gotten a great response. We're getting some leads coming in from just that one video alone because I kept it real, right? I told people that, when you quit your job, be responsible about it. Don't just quit your job. Make sure that you have a plan in place. For me, I had a plan, and I could have quit last year, but I stayed in with that plan, kept making more money, kept putting more into the business, and getting more out of it, which is awesome. So, and I got residual coming every month, which is nice. It's a great way to live, to be free and everything. But it doesn't happen unless you have your mindset in the right place. Okay, you guys agree with that? Hey, Billy, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes. Peace, brother. so, here's the thing. What happened, guys, and I could totally relate, with mindset problems and things like that because I've been through it. I'm always still to this day working on getting better with my mindset. And how Misha was talks about investing into your intellectual capital. It can mean taking courses and learning something to master something. It could mean going on YouTube and studying, looking at videos that inspire you. The first thing in the morning just to get your day started. Whatever it is, you always want to invest in this because that's what's gonna bring you more profits in your business. And it's so counterintuitive of what we were led to believe when we were growing up. We were taught to get good grades, get a good job, and be secure and be safe. And though it was cool back in the early days with our grandparents and things like that and our parents, but as you can see, if you look around you, things have changed quite a bit, and things are not the same anymore. Things have completely transformed in today's marketplace. So what I want to do is I'm going to talk on a few bullet points that I wrote down. So if you see me looking down, it's because I want to be very clear on the content that I'm giving you today. Okay. Um, so the first thing I want to talk about, of course, we talk about changing your mindset and what it takes and everything else like that. But the reason why we need to change our mindsets is because it's unfortunate, but we are designed, and we're wired to basically to fail. We're wired to be afraid of change, and it's it's sad, but it's true. Okay, when we try to always accomplish something, it always seems like it's uncomfortable to accomplish it, or just uncomfortable to do it. Right? We always want it. Our minds is wired to always take the easy route. It's always designed to take the easy way out. Okay, because if you could take the easy way out, you would. It's just, your brain is just, it's designed that way, right? And you have to be aware of that. And once you're aware of that, you can make that decision and start to change. But understand that, once you know you're wired that way, a whole new awareness comes in, and you realize like, wow, I've been lied to all my life, you know, and your brain gets to the point that it doesn't want to change. It doesn't want to conform to something new. So therefore, it takes the easy road, you know. And we all want that. We all want the easy road, man. We all want to have it to be easy because our brain accepts it that way. And so we end up doing things that are not productive in our business. We end up doing things that think it's bringing us results. In reality, it's not. It's going to bring us the opposite end of the spectrum. So we think by going somewhere else and starting something new that we're going to get that result. In reality, it's the total opposite. It's a total opposite. We have to look within ourselves and figure out what are we doing wrong that's pulling us further and further away from our goals. Okay. So for instance, like, you know, we always wanted to be on the beach, you know, drinking, you know, drinks and having a good time and stuff like that, and being around people like-minded. This is a big thing that I've always wanted since the first start of this whole crazy internet thing back in 2008. And Anastasia, she was in traditional network marketing. So when we met, I was, you know, talking to her, explaining things to her, you know, teaching her a whole new way of building a business, and she didn't get it, of course, in the beginning, you know. But I'm here to tell you that we're very lucky as far as what we have, you know, which is the internet. All of us are. Our grandparents didn't have this opportunity that we have right now, and we're very fortunate. But you have to really take advantage of what's in front of you, okay? And don't misuse it and do it the wrong way, because if you do, that's you, that's your brand, it's your face, it's your name, you know? So to stay on topic here, our minds, what we want to do, okay, is we want to make decisions, but unfortunately, when we actually try to make a decision, we lean towards the mind and the brain that says, well, I'll do this instead, right? Let's just do this instead because it's easier. Or not just that it's easier, it's because what your mind knows and what it's used to, and it's going to go on autopilot, okay? So you have two choices. You could go on autopilot, or you could, you know, choose to be a decision maker, okay? Like, for instance, like I said, 2008, I started to think about like what I wanted. I wanted to be on beaches. I wanted to drink, you know, pina coladas, right? You know, hang around people that are like-minded like myself. Those are my whys, right? And then when I met Anastasia and I taught her this world, she actually saw the same vision. She's like, yeah, I can. That's totally what I want. I'm like, okay, cool. So let's work at it. Let's work together at it. And so we started this journey together, right? Once I was, you know, running alone for a while, we started this journey together about 7 years ago, and we went through a lot of struggles. And I'm going to tell you, it's because I think that we wanted the easy route. We wanted to take the easy road. You know, we didn't want to keep investing in ourselves. We wanted to do things for free. Our brain was used to accepting what is instead of what can be. Okay, and we just said, let's just blog for years, and let's not spend any money on advertising. Let's, you know, let's see if we can do this, right? Now, what do you think would happen if we went against the grain and we went against what our brain is used to, okay? Instead of what our brain like wants us to do automatically, right? Autopilot, right? Autopilot means, well, we're going to just keep blogging because that's what we know, and that's what we know, and that's what we know. We're going to keep doing it because our brain was trained to do something what we got used to, right? Sound familiar? So I decided to think outside the box. I said, you know, we've been failing and struggling for quite some time. We made $11,000 in 3 years, you know? God, it's pathetic. It's pretty bad, you know? And when you look at that, how did things change for us? We decided to you know, reach out for coaching and learn something new, you know, which was solo ads. And when we did that, we didn't expect to see all those leads come in, you know, the way they did. we were always doing the free stuff. So we would get like at most 20, 30 leads in one day for free. And we were very excited about that because that's an accomplishment for driving free leads. And I still drive free leads. I'm still passionate about it. I'll never change that. But what changed was when we reached out and wanted to make a change in what our minds and our brain was used to. And we said to ourselves, well, let's do something different. And that's what we started doing. So when we started getting coaching and started learning this whole new world of solo ads, we found Misha. And then we found Misha. We started learning the university of solo ads and what it takes and having the right offer and all these different things. And that changed the whole spectrum. That really hit me. I was like, wow, I never knew that this side of the world existed on the internet, right? So what I did was I kept sticking with it. I kept, taking dollars and investing and going against what my brain was automatically thinking of doing. And at the same time that I was doing that, it was very uncomfortable because I was just spending money. And for me, I was not about spending money. I was always about saving money and doing things for free. So I decided to just do the opposite of what my brain is telling me to do. And so when I was doing that, I started seeing results starting to happen. I started seeing making sales through Warrior Plus forum type things, selling products. And I'm like, wow, we're making sales on demand because we're making sales because we want to. Not because we're wishing and waiting and hoping a lead that comes in from free strategies are becoming a sale. Though they did, that's not the premise of what I'm talking about. So once we started being consistent and started running the solo ads and we got into, Misha's training and learning more stuff, we started, raising the bar. We started really raising the bar. We started spending, more money. I started, working doubles at Best Buy and exhausted, tired, but making that extra money and making the sacrifices to just let the money go. And I didn't care about the money. I said, well, I spent money on useless things my whole life and I didn't design the life that I wanted to design. So why don't I think a little differently this time and start spending money and not worry about where it goes? And I started thinking about that. And as I was letting it go, I realized that if you don't let things go, you won't grow. So I just said, I need to spend more money. And I started realizing that, this shift in mindset because it was a different way of thinking from the way I was thinking before. And I'm going to tell you guys, that is what changed everything for us. We started driving the leads into the system in the beginning, but we let so much money go, thousands of dollars, thousands. And, look where we are today. Did we have thousands of dollars in the beginning? No, we didn't. I work doubles. I spend money. I took that extra money and I put it into the business along with the commissions that were coming in. And it catapulted our results, including getting on Facebook and, other programs, connecting with people, building relationships, people following us because we were answering their questions, and they needed help. So we decided to just go against the grain and do what we usually were not doing before. And that is the reason why the results started coming into the business. Now we have a new set of mindsets and goals. We're working on webinar slides, over 100 slides. And that's also a mindset. That was a little bit tough. It's not that we didn't want to do it. It's more like we didn't know how to do it. So therefore, if you don't know how to do something, your mind tells you don't do it, right? So guys, can you relate to that? If your mind tells you, like if you want to do something and you don't know how to do it and you're supposed to be doing it, but because you don't know how to do it, you tend to take the easy route and you tend to say to yourself, well, I don't want to do it, right? Give me some comments, guys, if you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to making a decision about not wanting to do something when you're supposed to do it. So you just don't do it, Give me your thoughts on that. Because once I realized this pattern and this way of thinking, I knew that on purpose I could change my thoughts and my actions. And that's a skill in itself. It's so easy to just be and just let things go on autopilot. You know, you see a lot of people in the law of attraction, and they talk about like, you know, just being, just, you know, think about the things that you want and all these things. And though I agree with that to a certain degree, I don't believe that 100% complete without actual push of an energy, action. Because once you create the energy in action, the frequency does go out to the universe. Your thoughts get stronger by the energy you're providing out there by the action. And that's when things really start to take shape. And you start to see things you didn't see before. Like circumstances start to change. Let's see, I'm still new, still learning all about this. Awesome, that's Courtney. And know all too well, I'm guilty. Exactly. We will not do what we're supposed to do, even though we know we have to do it. Because if we don't know it and it's unfamiliar, it's just easy not to do it. And that's what happened with us, with Misha wanting us to get the webinar completed and done. So we made a commitment every day. We're going to work on a few slides and just continue to move forward and get those slides done, right? Then once those slides are done, then we move to the next step from our coach. He lets us know what's the next step. Now, as long as you're moving forward and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, everything will start coming closer to you, what you want to attract in your life. But we are the ones that self-sabotage ourselves by saying, well, you know, I don't know how to do that, so therefore I'm just not going to do it. And I'm just going to do something else that my mind is already familiar with that's comfortable, okay? That leads me into my next part of the conversation. Now, being comfortable is one thing that our brain just loves to accept, loves it, loves it. Think about it. Let's say that, you know, you're younger, you're the only child, and the draft was put back into place. And you weren't the only child, and you know the draft was put back in place, and we're going to war and things like that, right? Sounds a little bit bleak, I know, but hang on. And you have to go into the military and start training. Now you're forced into be doing something that you're unfamiliar with, but at this point you have no choice because you basically, you know, you just have no choice. You have no choice. And then when you go into battle, you're shocked by the transform of how you're thinking, and you're trained and everything, but nothing prepares you for an actual war. Like, I mean, you know, I've talked to veterans, they've told me stories that are just unbelievable, right? You're never prepared, right? So understand that what is that person feeling when they go into battle? They're like, oh my God, like, oh, you got to quickly adapt to change in your environment, okay? So success, you got to adapt to that change immediately when something's thrown at you. When you're like, oh, okay, that's something new. I didn't do that. I never done that yet. I got to adapt to it. I have to learn it and I have to continue it, okay? If I don't, I'm going to revert back to my old way of thinking, and then you're going to be shot dead. Okay, you see the correlation here, right? So understand, you have to make sure when your challenges come upon you and they're asking you to step up, you have to make sure that you go against what your brain is telling you to do. Okay? The ego, let's talk about the ego for a second. The ego loves to just keep you comfortable, keep you in that space where there's no growth, where you're not moving forward. Ego loves it. Ego will tell you, this doesn't work. What am I doing this for? Okay, well, let me ask you this, ego. Did you actually step outside the box? Did you actually commit something for 2 years solid straight by doing one activity every single day? And what did you get out of it? Let me ask you that again. Did you do one activity every single day? What did you get out of it? Case in point, we blogged every single day for like 3 years, sometimes twice a day. What do you think happened to our blog? Our blog literally got rankings all over Google. We made sales through Google. It's like, it's the icing on the cake now, but my point is, in order to become a professional and expert at something and master something, you must commit for a long period of time. It goes back to that old saying, like, how bad do you want something to change? How bad do you want something to happen? You have to fully commit yourself. Nothing changes in life unless you are 110% fully commit yourself to the process. Okay? Because for me, I mean, all the stuff that I've done over the years, I've never stopped. Never stopped. You know, like now with the whole new thing with solo ads, I'm still running solo ads, and and I can see, committing and learning even more. That's why I know how to get sometimes I know how to get free solos because I've committed to the process and I've learned new skills from committing to the process. And honestly, sometimes it's faster than 2 years, depending on the skill. You know, so let's say right now the skill set, of course, is us. Once we get our webinar completed, is to do webinars, and we do a webinar, I don't know, twice a month or once a week in the process. With our list. What do you think is going to happen in 2 years if we commit to that process? We're going to double our income, right? But it's not going to happen unless you commit to the process. So where you're at is where you're at, is where you're supposed to be at. So if you know that, and you know that you're supposed to be doing a particular activity, okay, why aren't you committing? Okay, it's not that you don't want the change, because you do want the change, because if you didn't want the change, you wouldn't be here on this live listening to me, number one. Two, you wouldn't be committed to the process, right? But why is it that you let your ego get in the way and tell you don't do it, so you just don't do it? I see people come into this industry, come and go all the time. And then they complain that it doesn't work. And then they move to another opportunity, and guess what? They bring that same ego into that new opportunity, thinking that's going to solve their problem, when the solution was already right in front of their face. All right, this is a different kind of video, guys, that I'm presenting to you today, because this is something that everybody is going to struggle with. I don't care who you are. Everybody is at a different level. A six-figure earner, a five-figure earner, a $20 earner. It doesn't matter how much money you earn. Money is irrelevant. What's relevant is your mind and how you're thinking about the process, right? And the process is sometimes we overthink things, and when we overthink things, guess what happens? We freeze. We don't do shit. We don't do nothing, right? And then we hold ourselves back, and then we complain about other people, other things, right? Everything else we complain about, but we don't complain about ourselves. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing how we'll blame everything else, but we're afraid to blame ourselves and take full responsibility for our own commitments? It's crazy, but that's just human beings. But the secret is to understand the awareness of what's happening in the moment. And once you understand that awareness, that's when you start to shift. Maybe I'm fortunate. I mean, I paid for personal development coaching through my coach, Jeffrey Combs. And he beat me up pretty badly, but I needed that. He dropped the F-bomb on me or my, coaching sessions. He told me, he said, Rich, he goes, how do you expect the things to change if you're not willing to be effing responsible? And it's such an ugly word, responsibility, isn't it, guys? Responsibility is such an ugly word. But sometimes the things that we don't want to hear are the things that we need to hear in order to make that change, in order to make things happen. See, I learned through motivation is short-lived, and inspiration can last a lifetime. That's why I always talk about inspiration. Because if you're inspired about something, it's going to make you really dig deep and think about those thoughts and drop that ego. See, I learned a long time ago not to believe that I know everything, because I don't. That's one problem Anastasia had in the beginning. She thought she knew everything. And what happened? Nothing. She finally dropped her ego, and guess what happened? Now she has success. Now she's learning so much more about internet marketing than she's ever had in the past. Why? Because she keeps learning. She keeps growing. And she struggles with that still. But she's pushing past it, because she's going against her brain and her thoughts and her whole ego of what she has always known, which is acceptance. You can't have acceptance because acceptance is what is, and you don't want things to be as is. You want things the way you want it here from your future self, of what you really want. You know, we all have the time in the world. I'm going to give you a little story. This is for Courtney Wiggins. Okay? When we started, Anastasia didn't have a job. And she had all the time in the world to produce and to work. She didn't do shit. I was working. She didn't do shit. She wasted so much time. And she didn't want to hear anything I got to say. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't you understand the opportunity we have in our fingertips? Right? She didn't do nothing. And I told her, I said, if you don't do something, you're gonna go back to work. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. But you have the opportunity to change that right now. Guess what she did? She still didn't do shit. And guess what happened after that? She had to go back to work. Hence, that's when she had to go to work for Staples. Then when she went back to Staples, guess what happened? Guess what happened when she came home from work? Her outlook completely changed. She got freaking serious. And she realized how much time she wasted. Oh my God, guys. She realized how much time she wasted. And I'm telling the story because it's a true story. Guys, we're telling you stuff through experience. See, we're giving you the gut and the meat and stuff like that, right? None of that bullshit people online telling you, shit that's not even real. This is real.
That's right.
Okay, this is real, guys. You want to be successful? We're going to tell you what it really takes. Positioning is everything. If you haven't upgraded to pro, go to pro. If you're in a different company, get the highest position that you can. Right? So back to the ego. Here's my ego in the past. Okay? We all have them. My past, I'm going to upgrade, but I ain't going to go all in. I'm not going to go all into my business. I'm going to stay my safety net, which is a couple $1,000s. That's it. That was my safety. Always, if I upgraded, and I thought I was like Mr. Big Shot. Yeah, I upgraded to the next level. Cool. I can get a $1,000 commission and I can build this puppy. Yeah, you can build the puppy, but it'll take a longer time. And so all these years go by, and when we have this opportunity this time, I said to myself, okay, brain, you're not gonna beat me this time. This time I am going to do the opposite of what you're telling me to do. Because let me tell you something, the Super Affiliate Network, it did, my brain still told me the same thing. Rich, don't upgrade. Rich, use the money to buy traffic only. Right? Because I learned something, I got comfortable with it. But I went against what my mind was telling me. I did. It was a battle. It was a 24-hour battle, but I won that battle. And I said, nope, I'm letting the money go. The money has not gotten me anywhere. Why should I hold on to it? Right? Why should I hold on to my money? The more I keep hoarding this money, the more I never grow. And it sucks. And I got sick and tired of it sucking. I got sick and tired of life being freaking boring, monotonous, going to work every day, feeling tired, losing weight, guys. I'll tell you a story, another story. After I finish this story. So I said, you know what? I'm going to invest into Maui Intensive, which is a $15,000 program right now. And people think like, you spend $15,000? Pretty much, yeah. Well, why? Well, I tried every other way in my life, and I'm still broke. I tried everything. I've tried saving money from work. I tried everything under the sun. And you know what? I finally went against my own ego. And guess what happened? Freedom. Success. It's just starting, guys. If you can be aware of what's around you, but more importantly, what's in you, you will be successful. This is why you see the greats, creating mindset books and tapes and CDs. Well, tapes back in the day for me because I'm older, right? Think about what I'm saying. I want you guys to take this live very seriously because I'm going to open up to you guys another story. I've always been skinny all my life, but never in my life have I been down to 147 pounds. 147 pounds. I'm 6'7". I realized my job was killing me. My job was making me suffer. I know that because the last day at work, I wasn't eating the way I was supposed to. And I came to real realization that's why I was losing weight. Ever since I've been home more, I've been more mindful of my health. And I went from 147 to 156 pounds now, which is good for me. And that's something that really gave me another why. And when I talk to people now, I'm like, your job is killing you, and you don't even know it. Conformity to structure, conformity to the way the government makes you go to school and get a degree so you can help and build somebody else's dream because you didn't have the courage to build your own. That will kill you slowly, a slow death by going safely to your grave. I'm telling you. I didn't realize when I weighed myself, once I was working like 1 to 2 days a week, I had more time to be more mindful of my health, making sure I'm having my meals on time, not having just 15-minute breaks, and rushing and eating, not eating enough calories, and not eating the right foods because I just had to put something in my stomach. 147 pounds. And now I look at 156 in a matter of like less than 2 months. I cannot believe what was happening to me. And my ego was destroying me. And it's happening to all of us, guys. It's happening to all of us. So I want you to really think about like your own ego and what it's doing to you and what can you do to be aware and change it. That brain, I tell you, man, it's something else. You ever hear people tell you, like when you read success stories or you read, personal development, or you watch personal development videos and they talk about like I'm not smart, and I'm successful. It's true. The people that they're not smart. They're not smart. They're the ones that actually consistently do something over and over and over and over and over again, and doesn't listen to their ego, right? Those are the ones that make it. Those are the ones that commit. And I always talk about like it's like brushing your teeth, taking a shower. If you commit to something like that, and create that routine and that habit, which I like to call success rituals, man, it will change your outlook. I tell people what to do, and the majority of them don't even do it. I go, for the next 90 days, I want you guys to do 1,000 clicks every single week in your business for solo ads. For the next 6 months, I want you to do 1,000 clicks for solo ads every week. They don't do it. And it just boggles my mind. I'm thinking to myself, you have a system, you have the offer, you know it converts, and you don't continue doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like now I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I just don't. I could tell somebody to do something, and they know that it's going to work, but they don't do it. And the reason why I tell them that is because you have to go through that process to learn the skill. And it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. You have to commit to the process. You have to commit. And if you don't commit, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. So here's the thing, guys. I'm going to leave you with this. Step one, you have to make a decision. You have to decide if this is what you really want. Evidently it is, because if not, you wouldn't be here. And you're serious about it because you're here. Okay? And once you decide, I want you to make that plan. All right? You decide, you make that plan. Once you make that plan, what's the next step? You guys know, once that plan is made, what do you do? All right? Give me the answer, guys. What's the third step? What do you do after making that plan? All right, I'm going to tell you guys. The last one is to just literally, right on, Robert, take action and execute every day like your life depends on it, because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. You don't know. Don't go to your grave safely. Commit and decide today on this live as I'm talking to you. Make that decision and commit. If you haven't done it already, go out there, run your first solo ad. If you have done it already and you run, and get some decent results, get a higher click-through rate. Get a higher click. Purchase 1,000 clicks every single week for the month. Don't expect anything in return. And the universe will yield to you. Commit, decide, take action. And as you take action, don't expect anything in return. That's what I did in the beginning. I just wanted to commit to the process. That's what I wanted to do. And more importantly, this is a big one, guys. This is a big one. Everybody, I don't care who you are, you're a human being. Even the greatest go through this. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. So easy to do nothing. But it's a lot harder to commit to the process. It's a lot harder to say, you know what? In the next 2 years, I want to take this 110%. See, you gotta see the outcome long term. And if you seriously commit and you go through that process and you're digging your heels in, you're gonna see things happen. I want to give you an example. Robert Berry. Robert Berry, he hasn't upgraded to pro. He's working on it, but he's committed to the process. Okay, has he passed up some pretty big commissions? I would say so. He would be in a better position, way better position right now. He knows that. But I still have to commend him because he's committed to the process. He's not giving up. He's out there still taking action and making the money, and he's putting it aside to go pro. He doesn't care. And I correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but you don't care if it takes a year. You don't care if it takes 2 years. You're going to make it happen. Right? You don't care. You're going to make it happen. It's so easy to just sit here in this office and do nothing. Right? It's so easy just to, our email is already done for the day. Okay? I'm doing a live right now. Okay? I'm planning on doing another YouTube video later. Because I've been actually doing more YouTube videos. And if you literally look at your day and you acknowledge that you want to do things on purpose and not by accident, you're going to run your day. You're going to run your day. So make sure. Happy birthday tomorrow. Oh my God, Robert, happy birthday, buddy. make sure that from this day forward, starting today, I want you to run your day. Don't let your day run you, because that's what's going to happen. It happens so easily, right? We got on the computer, right? We get on, let me see, let me share a screen. Here's what happens to a lot of people. We get on the computer, we start to go, let's see, we go to Facebook, we start to want to do something, and we start to see pictures of babies. We start to see other marketers. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Wow, look at that. Oh, surprised I haven't seen any cats yet. Mondays don't suck. It's your job, right? We get excited about other people's situations, and we love to hear other people's problems. We love to see what's happening in other people's worlds, right? It's so distracting. Somebody else's lives, right? What's going on here, right? Who cares? It's not your life. Cool, it's not your life. What's going on here? You see Jesus. Jesus is everywhere, every day, everywhere in your heart. It doesn't stop. You don't need this to prove that he's around. Distracting. Would you rather pay or distracting? Cool. Kids, awesome. Distracting. Somebody else's results, distracting. Somebody else's event, distracting. Oprah Winfrey, awesome, distracting. Distracting, distracting. All these distractions are going to make you broke. News, distracting. Who cares? He believes that global warming is happening. So what he said weeks ago? Who cares? Distracting. Not important. Not important. You get my drift, guys? Stop worrying about other people's lives and get on with yours. Okay? Get on with yours. If you start getting on with your life, things are going to start changing. And then you can start having people watch your life. Because your life is what matters, not everybody else on this wall. Human beings love to see everything else but themselves. And they don't like to take a strong look in the mirror. It's a known fact. Human beings do not like to take a strong look in the mirror about themselves. I'm here to tell you, take a strong look at yourself today and say, today is the day that I start to run my day. And do not let the day run me. I'm sick of the day running me. You know, I'm sick of the day running me. I don't want this to happen anymore. I'm watching everybody else have success, get results. And what am I doing? You know? My commitment is I'm going to become a millionaire. That's my commitment. How am I going to do that? By helping as many people as I can commit to the process. Millionaire for me is not about money. Millionaire for me is about freedom and having the things that I can do, have more choices for me to help more people. It's a process, it's a commitment to a process. Okay? So don't let the day run you guys. Make that commitment. If you want to make a six-figure income, make that commitment. And take action on a daily basis to make it happen. Okay? Already, like I said, what time is it right now? 11:42. What has Ace and Rich done already this morning? Let's see. Email is already scheduled out. Broadcast getting some good open rates. Nice. Leads are coming in. Cool, cool, cool. Got to run on the solo ad. I'll be doing that today. It's a new week, guys. New week. Get a solo ad going. And then, let's see here. Email's already done, ready to go for 3 o'clock. Morning's already done. Now the 3 o'clock is definitely going out. I'm doing a live with you right now. And also I'll be doing a YouTube video on our YouTube channel. Even though this is being recorded on YouTube as well. I still want to, let me sign out of here and go to our YouTube channel so you can see what I'm talking about. Gotta love the distracting videos. I'm gonna tell you a little secret about distractions in a little bit. So our channel's been blowing up. Already, I just put this video up about quitting my job, and I already got like already leads coming in. Leads are coming in through these. See, these views are adding up. Commit to the process, guys. Commit to the process of what you're doing. And you can see we have so much content on this channel. So we're working on slides as we speak, and we're also providing content every day. Every day. So I want to ask you, and before I let you go, in the chat box, what have you done this morning? If you're home, be honest. The ego loves to lie. Be honest. What have you done so far up to this point, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? What have you done before? Since you got up this morning, what have you done for your business? It's going to be a good exercise, guys. It's going to be a very good exercise. And then I'll let you guys go. What have you done this morning? Oh, Stacy, we love you, and thank God we met you too, and your little boy, which is awesome. We had a great time in Maui, and I can't wait till we meet again, because you're great, you're awesome. I love your energy, I love your spunk, I love your spirit. Yeah, you're awesome. Okay, so David Starr, I got an email and a video. Okay, cool. How many leads have come in today so far, David? I want you to answer me. In your business, how many leads today? Okay. Stacy, okay. To be honest, nothing. Okay. All right. Stacy, you can make an appointment with us, and I'll give you some coaching because, I mean, you've gone all in pretty much. So I'm going to work with you on something.
Get her right back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, none yet. Not, you see what I'm saying? That's good. I'm glad you're honest with me, David. David, you have no leads coming in today. Even though our soul ad just finished, we still got leads coming in. You saw that, right? I always make sure that every day I have to have leads coming into my business. That is a rule and a success rule that I made a long time ago. Okay? And I want you to do the same thing. Make sure when you commit to the process, you're committing to running leads every day. Okay? How do you do that? Providing content on a daily basis. Also, what I forgot to tell you is what I did this morning, which is really important. Let's see here. Because you guys know, I know a little bit about SEO, keyword research, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. I know what people are searching for, all those kind of things. I'm going to show you something real quick. This is the keyword research software that I've been using. And this morning I did some keyword research to find out some new keywords. So when I create some videos, I know what I could talk about, because why am I going to create videos if nobody's looking for it, right? It just makes no sense. It's like you're doing something for nothing. So I like to look at certain keywords and find out, like, you know, how many people are searching for it. If it's green, I could probably rank for it, get traffic for it, easy to rank. But if you see here, you know, quit your job, how to quit your job, those kind of stuff, because, you know, there's so much you can learn, of course, on the internet, right? But this activity gets me leads. And that's my focus. I want to make sure as I'm ready to, create a new solo ad, okay? I have solo ads running, but I'm also working on this too, right? So I have my leads coming in for the week, right? And I have multiple vendors running. When I run solo ads, I have multiple vendors running, and that's going on. But I'm also being proactive and getting traffic from the search engines as well. So, and the reason why I do that is because, if the solo ad, like let's say stops and it doesn't overlap like I usually have them going, I still have leads coming in on a daily basis and it doesn't stop. Doesn't stop, right? Leads are the lifeblood of any business. I'm sure you heard that. You always want to be driving leads. So let me get back to what I was saying here. So David, make sure that you're focusing on generating leads on a daily basis. That is your number one goal, okay? Drive leads. I mean, if you do YouTube videos, if you do whatever way you can, drive leads, right? I mean, I have leads coming in from YouTube, I have leads coming in from Facebook, I have leads coming in, from solo ads. There's just leads coming from different places. But that didn't happen until I came into the process a while back, right? So I put up content consistently. There's always content going up, whether it's every week, every day. There's constant going out. It just never stops, right? At the beginning, you want to be fired up. You want to make sure that you're like ignorance on fire. You just want to video, content, right? Because you want to be seen. And as you go through that journey, you get better, you get good at that craft. You know what I mean? So let's see. Okay, so you did put up a video. Now, where did that video go, David? Did that video go to YouTube or did it go to Facebook? Because the video that you put on YouTube, make sure that you're looking for that you're making videos about what people are searching for. Okay, if you put it on YouTube, like what I showed you. Very important. I'll be honest. Okay, so Stacy, yeah, we got to get together there. We want you to do videos on a daily basis. We want you to get out of that shell. That's the reason why we want you to do videos. It's very, very important. If you're still running solo ads, depending on your budget, we got to get a plan in place and we got to stick with it and be consistent so we could, start getting some consistency. While you're gaining that ground, you can get that consistency going. It's like that locomotive train I talked about. No, just a video challenge. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tweak on the video challenge. I want you guys to start researching what people are talking about and make videos on that. And what I mean by that is, if you go to YouTube and you look at people's, video channels and you find out like what keywords they're using, right? They could be talking about how to generate leads on Facebook, for example. That could be a video, right? And talk about it, talk about uploading videos on Facebook and doing lives, and make it to be like a 3 minute video tops. That's it. See, this live is long, it's live, but when I do videos, I do them, pretty short, straight to the point, no more than 2 or 3 minutes. And the reason why I do that is because of attention span, right? But you want to do things on purpose, guys. You want to make sure that if you're making a video, you want to, find out what people are searching for, right? So if I look at my keyword research software here, and it says, I quit my job. Do you see where it says 1,900 searches a month? That means 1,900 people are searching for that term. And that means they're paying 15 cents per cost per click. And actually, no, let's see. Yeah, 15 cents per cost per click. And you see where it says blue? That's like, actually, no, green. It says 38, which is a pretty decent number. If I go here, it tells me what's 38. Still easy, possible to rank and get some traffic. I got the green light on that one, right? Already done. If I go to my YouTube channel, okay. If I go to my YouTube channel, guys, and I go this, I quit my job. I think I uploaded that video, what was it, 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I want to show you something, guys. I just Oh, we got 5 leads now. Pretty cool. Free leads. And went up from 3 to 5. So now, if you look here, June 3rd, 2017, a couple days ago, right? Now, if I go to my ClickMagic, I just uploaded this. Why would I be getting leads? Well, because I'm purposely talking about something somebody's searching for, right? So I got my tracking on YouTube. I quit my job. That's a keyword. Remember I just showed you that? Already 2 leads came in. I don't know who they are. Evidently, they want to quit their job, right? So what link did I use to get those leads? Well, let's take a look. Look familiar, guys? Look familiar? I just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And once I got in the habit of doing stuff like that, that's when things started to just happen, you know? So, I mean, let's go back this year. Do all my videos get leads? No. Do some of my videos get leads? Yes. But look at these numbers. 55 free leads that I don't know who those people are. But if I never did these things, never committed to the process, would those leads be in my list? No. More leads. More leads. Look at this one, 40 leads. 4, 3. You see what I'm saying, guys? You see? Now let's type in Facebook. $82 leads on that one for our fan page. 12, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3. I mean, as you can see, all Facebook stuff, right? All Facebook stuff down here. 126 leads. I make sure that when I'm on this computer, I have one objective. And that one objective is I need to generate leads. Like brushing my teeth, like taking a shower, like eating a meal. That is how I think about it. And that's why you see those things happen. On top of running the solo ads. Solo ads is number 1 priority. That is the icing on the cake. How does a cake taste good? A cake tastes good by what? Frosting. So let's say you have a carrot cake, right? Or chocolate fudge cake. I mean, I'm a sucker for marble cakes. I love that stuff. But if I have just a regular cake with no frosting, how good does it taste? It's all right. I mean, it's edible. But if you put some frosting and some layering on that thing, oh man, it just puts that thing together so nicely, and it tastes so good, you know. So let's see what else. Anybody else? What have you done so far this morning, guys? We are at 12 o'clock. Well, actually, we're still like at 11:56 a.m. Not even noontime yet. I've showed you what I've done this morning alone. Now I need to know what you guys have done this morning. What have you done? Anybody? Anybody else? Is there a training on how ClickMagic works? And in ClickMagic, yeah, there's plenty of training on ClickMagic. Absolutely. Okay. For Facebook, real quick, you can use Bitly just to find how many clicks you're getting. That's what I do for Facebook. I just find how many, for the fan page, I use ClickMagic, but for just to find out how many clicks I'm getting, like people are clicking on what I'm sending, I just use like Bitly just to find out the clicks, and that's free. But ClickMagick is awesome. I love it. Cool. Robert, are you downloading the videos from Facebook and actually uploading it to YouTube and running the SEO?
I posted the tutorials for ClickMagick. Robert asked if there was any. I found some.
Cool. Okay, cool. Um, if I were you, Robert, I probably would get a keyword research software, start learning keyword research, Robert, and find out what people are searching for, and write and put out videos what people are really looking for, right? That way, you're not just making a video, hopefully that it sticks. When we make, okay, in the beginning when I made videos, I threw videos at the wall. Hopefully it stick. Maybe I get a lead or not. I don't know. That's how I used to do it in the beginning because I didn't know better. But now that I know, I learned this. I mastered it back in 2009. It took me about a year to really master it. But guys, I can show you this stuff. You can get this down quick. Now that I know what I know, I made a big fuss over it. Make sure that you get a keyword research software and start looking for what people are searching for. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to get you traffic. If you do that I'm a realistic guy. If you do that 6 months to a year straight, you're gonna start to see some leads come in, man. You got, for free. Use the code capture page. And it's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. So Robert, that's what I'll be doing. Since you're doing quite a bit of videos, you should start honing in on that skill set. Like I told Anastasia, she's good at communicating and connecting with people on Facebook. She needs to, elevate her skill set and get better. You never want to stay plateau. You always want to get better at what you're doing so you master even more, right? Let's say become a master of your craft. So I would, for you, since you're doing a lot of videos, Robert, I would learn keyword research. If you want to know the keyword research software I'm using, just send me a message, a private PM, and I'll let you know what it is. It's like $100 and something for the year. It's actually pretty cheap, and the data they give you is freaking awesome. So, and you can pay monthly, but the year is better because you just save more. Yeah, that's a good beginner software because they color code it and they tell you like what to go after. Green is good, yellow is like and then red, don't bother. You know, that's why I like it. I like to keep things simple. No need to overcomplicate things. You go out there, you find a keyword, you find out what people are searching for, you make a video on it. Guess what? You put the keyword in the title, description, put your link in the description. Click here to get started. Link, and then and there's tags. There's a tool that I use, guys. It's pretty cool. Check this out. I could be charging for this training. You know that, right? Look at this. So it's called where is it? I have it in my Chrome. Okay. I think it's all like, give me 1 second. You see these stats right here? I can go to any video. Let's say I want to go to, let's see, Tony Robbins. If I go to Tony Robbins and I can look at his videos, I could, let's see, 3 months ago, this was uploaded by Positivity Success. They're affiliates. They're selling books. See what I'm saying? Where does this lead? Let's find out. Guys, people are doing it, man. They buy this, they get a cut. It's all about affiliate marketing. So let's say that I look at this video here, and the keyword is know what you represent. I don't know if that's a keyword. I'll have to check it out. But look at this engagement rate, not bad. 90% like ratio, people like it. 3.47 million views. Okay, so let me look at the tags. Motivational speech, motivation, motivational speech, speaker. Okay, cool. Because when you actually click on the upload button to upload your video, make sure you rename the file, the keyword first, then upload it. Once you upload it, okay, you're going to be able to do this. I'll show you. Here's where you put the title. Right here. The title goes here. Click here to get started. There's your link. And I still got to fill up a little bit of description. It helps sometimes. And then you got the tags right here. But I use this tool to actually, what do you call it, to get the tags from other videos, so I know that people are, searching for it and stuff like that. So I already got 26 views, guys, and you might be thinking that's not a lot of views. 26 views, 2 leads already. 26 views, 2 leads. That's a pretty good ratio, don't you think? Because it's not about the amount of views that you get. It's more about the actual targeting that you're providing, okay? So, because you want to definitely go after your target market. And how you do that is by finding out what people are searching for. So if you look here, the title goes here. Description goes here. Click to get started here. Right, that's my tracking link from ClickMagick. Goes right to the code capture page. And these are the tags, right? I got these tags from looking at other videos and finding out how much volume they're getting. This is why me and Anastasia provide coaching, because we get in the nitty gritty and we teach people this stuff. Because I like generating leads like every day, because I know that's one skill set that I learned, and I know that I can take that with me for a lifetime, and I'll always be able to generate leads. So I've been out here for a while, but I've been giving some really good value, guys. It's more about mindset video, but kind of turned into a little training video as well. So the main thing, guys, make sure that you don't let your ego get in the way of what you need to do. Okay? Because as I shut this live off, it's easy to get excited and motivated about something I'm saying. But the problem is, you tend to, once this video goes off, some of you are just going to not do anything. Because your ego's going to take over, and you're going to go on Facebook, and you let your day waste away. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to watch YouTube videos, and you're going to let your day waste away and not be productive. While everybody else is being productive around you, getting results, because success does not come unless you start creating results. Then what happens is, you're going to be disappointed in yourself. And the ego loves to be addicted to disappointment. Okay? Remember that. The ego loves to be addicted to disappointment. So if you like to be addicted to disappointment, listen to your ego. If you don't want to be disappointed and you want to do the right thing, you want to feel more fulfilled, be happier, be proud of yourself, you're taking action, you're doing the right things, right? Because one result leads to 2 results, 3 results, 4 results, and it just gets higher and higher from there. You guys have the ability to change your lives right now, starting today. All right? So with that being said, guys, my name is Rich Guzman. It's the second half of ASIM Rich. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to ASIM Rich Freedom by Design. Also on Facebook, welcome to ASIM Rich Freedom by Design. Guys, we are new entrepreneurs. We are taking over. We are changing the industry by storm. We are also changing people's lives and giving them the truth and the reality of building a real business on the internet. Remember, don't quit your job. Use your job to fund your dreams. Love you guys. My name is Rich Guzman. Take care, and we'll see you in a new video very soon. I'll be providing another video on YouTube later on, cutting a little bit of this content that I created, and it'll be awesome. All right? Take care, guys.